our capacity to our capacity to live in the unknown, from the unknown, is liberating in many ways. To suspend the one who wants to know, to not get sucked into the definition, to be open, to be free in that sense, is a great relief. To not feel the overwhelming need or urge or attachment to whatever wants to form itself. To be comfortable in just simply being no one, but just here, without any loss, without any poor me, or without any need to become anything other than what we are. This requires potentially a great undoing, or a deep seeing. Usually those things go together, go hand in hand, because we seem to have to undo many of the knots that have tied us up, that have led us to this overwhelming need for everything to be so definite, and the need to know everything and be someone. The need to know something and to be someone. It doesn't really matter again what kind of someone we are. We'd prefer to be hugely successful, very rich, or just very happy, or in love, or content with our lot, or not, or striving for something or other that we think on a certain level will make us more happy than we are now. And some of that is the drive of the human condition, to drive us forward, to push us towards a greater self-realization or self-empowerment, to come into ourselves more. But that coming into ourselves more often gets almost kind of hijacked by the self that just constantly seeks itself in becoming something more, or becoming something better, or reaching for the Holy Grail, whatever it is, riches or enlightenment or the yacht, or something that is up ahead. And so we could become fixated with something that's up ahead. And I think on the spiritual journey that pretty much has to come undone in so many ways, because you can't really be fully at peace with where you are now or who you are now without letting go of the feeling that you're somehow, this is less than, that this moment is less than some other imagined moment in the future, or some kind of better moment in the past. Both of those, past or past referencing or future hope, are erroneous, both on the spiritual path but also in reality, because our capacity to be fully here now is what unpacks the future. It rolls out into the future. But to imagine that there's a better you there than there is now, or there was a better you then than there is now, is a kind of waste of valuable direction of energy, because what was has gone, and what is not yet. And so, once again, it's here in the now, that the depth is. Not the endless chatter of the mind and emotional mind, but actually in the depth to realize that this is it. This that we are now is it. This is the epicenter of our lives here. and for that to be non-defined, not becoming, not less than, not more than, not anything, to live from the unknownness of it. You can't describe yourself adequately anyway. You can't describe yourself to yourself adequately anyway. You can't describe yourself to me or anybody adequately. Our experience, our personal experience of life is entirely private and actually in many ways non-describable, because there are so many nuances to it and it's constantly unfolding. If we did but know, and we dived in deeper and we saw without any veils, we'd realize the essence is a constant becoming. But the constant becoming is not something mental. Might be a small reflection of it, of something I'm becoming a better version of me, or I'm becoming a better, I don't know, videographer, which is true on a certain level, of course, but that's not really what we're talking about. This is not becoming in that sense. This is unfolding. We are a constant unfoldingness. We are a constant unfolding from consciousness, from awareness, from the unknown, from life itself, actually from the eternal. The eternal shows up in form, as form, and then it unfolds. Kind of reveals itself in some way, which is extraordinary. And actually on the deepest levels, when you go in some sort of way, it's an ecstatic tantric kind of realization that beyond the level of mind, beyond the level of horizontality, this is a consciousness constantly unfolding. Such is life. Life is an unfolding, but we fixate on the surface, so we don't ever get to taste how that is. And that's why I'm saying, don't gravitate so quickly to form or knowing or seeking to know or wanting to know or having to know. Don't cling to the past, because it's gone. It's an idea, it's a dream. It was that gave rise to this, and now this will give rise to that, to the future, but not by fixating on it. Sometimes you need to make plans, of course. This is not about ruling those things out. This is about the deeper level of realization. On the deeper level of realization, stay in the unknown. Be an unfolding. Be the unfolding beauty that you are. Be the unfolding miracle. Be the unfolding of form that you are. By being devoted to this moment and this moment and this moment. Don't get so distracted by the future. It takes care of itself with a little bit of help from us, but the more rooted we are in the non-defined aspects of us, then the more the future rolls out with grace, with love, with beauty, and with truth, and with some integrity. This is very beautiful inquiry and contemplation to have. It's not speaking so much to the mental mind, speaking more to the soul and to the spirit of us.